Wonderful welcome speech. Now I would like to invite Shihabuddin sir, our director, to share his message with the parents.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you,
Good morning, sir.
Janna, for welcoming me. So we are living in an artificial intelligence-driven world. So that means everything in this world is getting controlled by artificial intelligence. So that's the way the transformation is happening in the real world. In the industry and in the governance and every other sector, artificial intelligence is going to play a key role. So this has been a dream for the last few centuries for the human beings, but now it has become a reality. So when we approach education also, we need to accept this reality and move on. So whenever we speak about educating our children or whenever we speak about learning, so we need to embrace the reality that artificial intelligence is there in this world and there is an AI for everything. So there is no need of going back to that old basics. And there is no need of setting all those old basics right to embrace a new change. So that's the key principle of Hash Future School, wherein we are the world's first school taking this AI first approach in education. So here we embrace the reality that artificial intelligence is there to help us, and our students need to be equipped with all the kind of capabilities of using these kind of tools and technologies. So at times, I'm just taking this point into discussion only because still now majority of our parents are confused because they are stuck up in that old method of education. Though I appreciate that you have enrolled your students at Hash Future School, but majority of the parents, the mindset is still there in that old school system. You need to change, you need to think and you need to change because that's the reality, because the entire world is going behind an artificial intelligence driven model. So the education also need to shift to that model. But we need not wait for the governments to take any actions on that. We need not wait for any authorities to take actions on that. We need to take action on our own end, and but with a firm decision. So we'll have to accept this reality that there is an AI to support us in each and every field, whether it be science, whether it be agriculture, whether it be our daily life. We have got artificial intelligence to support us. And we need to empower this generation to embrace this and move on, because the new work culture is changing, because people can work from anywhere in the world in a global scenario, in the changing scenario. And what we can do is like, we need to equip our students or children for this new frontier, because what happens is that whenever this AI is getting like prominent in the industry, what is going to happen is that the work culture that we are seeing right now is going to change. Because right now we are seeing this work culture of 9 to 5 office jobs, right? And people are working in 2 or 3 shifts. That is going to change, because that is going to change to somewhere around 1 to 2 hours of work hours, and people enjoying their life after that. So that's the kind of shift that is going to happen. And even if when you are sleeping, artificial intelligence is going to work for you. So we'll have to accept the reality. So don't go back to that basics. Don't retrace your mindset to that basics, setting that basics right. Because I know that some of the parents, I'm not blaming everyone for that, but there are some parents who are sending their wards for tuition, additional tuition. That is not expected at Hash Future School. We are seeing some of the parents sending their wards for writing exams in all the classes. That is never expected. Don't overburden your children with this, because we are embracing a new world order, which is the reality, and that is going to be the future. And again, the parents are confused, like they have got a fear that they will be missing out something. So if you are embracing something new, be bold in that stand. So I want to convey this message to the parent. And gathering information is no more the purpose of education. That is no more the purpose of education, because the artificial intelligence systems know that. Google or any other servers or any other technology devices know that. The information is not a necessity in this world. We need to know how to access the information. We need to know how to utilize the information that is available. So gathering information is not the purpose of education. That's why we are not going behind any particular topics, or we are not going particular textbooks, because we need to equip our students with the capability to analyze the knowledge that is available, with the capability to create their own knowledge base. So that's where we are making them capable. So we don't expect anyone to go behind some tuition classes to get help. We don't want them to go behind any kind of formal educational model to get help to gather knowledge. So in this new world order, anyone can learn anything. Anyone can learn anything. It's not a world wherein the age matters. It's not a world where the experience matters, because artificial intelligence is capable of it is taught with the knowledge of people for the last for the last few centuries, right? So for the entire humanity have survived over around 5,000 years or 10,000 years ago. The same knowledge base is right now taught to the artificial intelligence machines. So if there is an artificial intelligence machine, you can chat with that machine, you can contact that machine and get the information. So right now, we need to equip the new generation with such capability. So please understand that gathering information, by-hearting stuffs, learning mathematical tables, or those kind of things are not going to work. Okay, so for the sake of exam, so the parents may say that for the sake of exam, we need these now. So whenever the exam come, because we are preparing our students in a way that they can learn everything on their own, in a way that they will strategize their own exams. We have been repeating this, and some of the parents are not getting this. Please understand, they are getting with the right strategies to learn. So please go through the YouTube videos, or please go through the recordings in the teams. You can see how our children gather the knowledge, how our children express, how our children do research. They do research and they express in a way that they understand, and those are the best examples. So if you check the language lab, for example, for the last year, we have some parents worrying about their children learning languages. If we are not teaching any languages, how the students are going to learn? Right now, you can see, if you go to our YouTube channel, or if you check the Class Dojo, if you check the Teams recordings, you can see the students are speaking around 8 languages. 8 languages, even including Indian languages, different Indian languages, and also foreign languages. And they learn on their own. So even if you go through these the webinars they conduct, all the topics they choose and they present on their own. The kind of open exploration that is happening, they are choosing their own topics and they are coming up with amazing learning. So if you analyze the kind of questions they are asking, this world demands one single skill, the skill of asking the right questions. So if you analyze the kind of questions they are asking during the webinars, they are asking to the experts that are coming from outside, they are asking in the classroom, the kind of questions they are asking, that is equipping them for the self-learning that is required for the new era. So please don't be afraid of losing anything and take a firm stand. So if you are taking a decision, be in one place. Don't just wander around in different places and make the life messier for your children. Okay, so make the life easier, because life is so easy and we need to make our children happier. We need to build a happy ecosystem at our homes. So in order to build such a happy ecosystem at our homes, we need to take a firm stand. We need not think that whether my decision is right or wrong. If you feel that the decision is wrong, you can go back to the old system and stay there. If you want to embrace the new system, come to HPHU School and stay here. Never ever take a different stance. So don't confuse with your decisions. And there is something called, this is a human tendency, that is fear of missing out. So human beings do a lot of things with the fear of missing out, because they think that if they are at HPHU School, their children are going to miss out something that is happening in the normal schools. They are thinking that if they don't go behind the conventional mode of education, they are going to miss out some kind of careers in the future world. Never ever think about that. Don't be in that particular situation. So never ever be an addict to this kind of FOMO behavior. FOMO means fear of missing out. There is nothing missing out. They are gaining a lot of things. So at HPHU School, we can guarantee that they are gaining a lot of things. But parents need to take some quality time to understand what kind of activities are happening at the school, because we have got recordings in the team which can be accessed by the parents. You can ask your children to get on that. You can access ClassDojo. ClassDojo has got Family Connects. You can see the kind of assignments they are submitting. You can get into the webinars. You can listen to the portfolio presentation that is happening at the end of this this event, this open house. So you can, if you access the kind of the information or the kind of presentation that students do, you can understand that they are not missing out anything, but they are gathering a lot of knowledge. Because there are students, there are some students at some other school, they don't know even how to handle a computer. They don't know how to use an AI. Because last day, one of the parents from Australia, she reached out to me because her child is learning in some school in Australia. And she is thinking that her child is not able to learn mathematics on her own. I told her to use artificial intelligence to learn mathematics. So if you have got ChatGPT, if you have got Bard, you can ask step-by-step explanation of each of the mathematical problem, and you can understand. So I told her, but she's telling that her child don't know about AI. Her child has no idea about artificial intelligence helping her to learn something. So your child is not going to miss anything. Never ever confuse with that. Because if you are going to take double stand, it is going to affect the future of your child. So please remember this. And believe me, the whole world order is changing, and it will change in the coming days also. It is changing, because if you are working in some atmosphere where there is no change, please change that work atmosphere. That will be my advice, because it will doom you. It will affect your career. But if you can closely watch the changes happening in your particular career area or in your particular industry that you are working with or the business you are doing, you will understand the whole world order is changing. And you need to equip your business to that. You need to equip your career to that. So this is my advice to the parents, because the whole world is changing and we need to accept that. And we strongly believe that the students at Hash Future School will be the torch bearers of the change, because they are the ones who are equipped with the real life tools. They are the ones who are equipped with the capabilities of the real world that the real world demands. So we believe that our students will be the leaders of the future, and they are proving to be the leaders of today also, right? Because the kind of initiative that they are taking, the kind of learnings they are getting, the kind of presentations they are making, the kind of initiatives or the kind of network they are building, that is going to help them a lot. And we circulated a feedback form, and unfortunately, very few parents replied to that. And from the replies of the parents, I found that there is a kind of interaction that is required between the facilitators and the parents too. So we are initiating for that too, because we are taking some steps for that. And the parents who has not filled the feedback form, please take some time. It takes only 10 minutes or 15 minutes of your time. Please share the feedback with us, because only through constructive feedbacks we can create wonders. We can correct ourselves and we can change ourselves. So if you feel something that is not right happening at Hash Future School, please get back to us. Never ever think that we are going to understand your feelings and come to you, because once you share the feedback, once you share the right feedback, the feedback form was shared as a formality. So if in between, if you are having any feedback, you can text to me, you can text to the facilitators, and we will also provide you some kind of interactions with some kind of 1:1 interaction with the class in charges also. So you can get to know. And we are also preparing some kind of grade sheets, so you can understand what kind of levels your children are there. Okay, so we will provide you some kind of grading and other mechanisms. And these gradings, believe me, these gradings are not the final. This is just an understanding of the child, of the student from our front. And you also try to understand your child from your end. And you will understand and you will know how to support them, because our students need a lot of support, not in terms of teaching them anything, not in terms of helping them doing the homeworks, but they need a mental support. They need a kind of motivation. They need a kind of inspiration. So that is what is expected from the parents. And I really appreciate each and every parent for taking this initiative of taking admission for your children at Hash Future School and being with us. But this is the way. Never ever take a double stand. Take a single stand. If you are taking a decision, you are going to reap out the benefits of that decision, and you should be responsible for the consequences of that decision. And believe me, there won't be any catastrophic consequences. every decision that you have taken right now are right decisions, because you are accepting a change that is happening in the real world. So that's how we can move forward. And coming on to the events that we have conducted at Hash Future School, we conducted an event called Expert Talk, wherein a great speech was delivered by Mr. Faisal Ibrahim. It was not just a speech, it was like a workshop. And it transformed. And I'm really happy that there was a lot of transformation in many of our children after that. And many of our students changed the way they thought. Many of our students changed the way they kind of setting goals and moving ahead. Many of them changed the way they approach this kind of thing. And this event was, this Expert Talk was planned for 1 hour. And it lasted for 2.5 hours or so. And he was also really impressed by the kind of performance our students showcased. And Faisal Ibrahim was also really impressed by the way our children showcased in front of him. And that's the kind of capabilities our students have. They asked a lot of great questions. Okay, so as I have already pointed out, asking great questions is the real skill that is required in the AI-driven world. And our students are conducting webinars, and they are also coming up with something called open exploration. Last year we conducted only 2 open exploration. This year we are planning to conduct 3 or 4 open explorations, and our students are ready for that. So if you get some time, so as parents, if you get some time, please try to involve in this kind of open exploration, because you will have a lot of learning. You will have a lot of learning from their open exploration. And they are also going to re-engineer the lane project of Saudi Arabia, and they are coming up with some big demo day, and also some other projects are also getting re-engineered, and some batches are coming up with some other projects also. And this is the kind of events that are happening at Hash Future School. And as I have already pointed out, we are exhibiting at JTEX Dubai, and we'll be there at Dubai. Our representative, myself, will be there at Dubai from tomorrow. So hopefully we expect a majority of the parents have received the promo codes, and they are willing to attend the JTEX exhibition. And I really welcome each and everyone and your friends to attend JTEX and JTEX North Star, Expand North Star event, wherein we are showcasing. And we will be there for the next 10 days. So if you could support us with some kind of community interaction, that will be worth. If you could connect to some like-minded parents, that would be worth, because we'll be available at the stall and other facilities and in and around Dubai for the next 10 days. So please support us with the community interaction. Please support us with good connections. Please support us by visiting our stall. Please support us by giving feedbacks also to parents. And if your children could spend some time, if your children could spend some time with us, that also is really appreciated in the exhibition, at the exhibition halls. And our students are starting their own ventures, and there are a lot of ventures that they have already started, and many of them are taking new initiatives also. And many students, and I have got only 2 posters, that's why I just exhibited 2 posters, and many of our students are starting their own ventures, and they are starting earning on their own, and many of them are even planning to scale up the business. So if somebody has, there are someone who has not yet started, but we believe that they have got the potential to start something. And somebody who has started already are planning to scale up. And when they get a real world idea of what is happening in the startup sector and what is happening in the technology sector, they will get an idea to start new things. And that's the way we try to build financial independence. And the admissions, as I already pointed out, the admissions for the November batch is also on. So some of the parents have referred their friends to our school, and the referral is the key part that we are looking forward into. And we know that you may be facing some kind of doubt in terms of referring Hash Future School. So if you are feeling some kind of doubt, you can refer to us directly, so that we can explain them what activities we do at Hash Future School and how it is different from the conventional schools. And we really appreciate the parents who have referred their friends to Hash Future School, and who really trust us for building a great future for your children. So thank you very much for listening, and over to the student portfolios. Jenna, please.